Hey everybody, Chris here and welcome to virtualstarfinder.com. Thank you for dropping by. I'm here with one of our video testimonial interviews and joined today by pro blogger Mr. David Risley from davidrisley.com. How you doing, Dave?
Pretty good. How about you?
Very, very good indeed. You're looking as handsome as ever.
Oh, I'm super hot, aren't I?
Yeah, you are formally known as Handsome Dave Risley. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, well, in some circles. Chris Brogan gave me that nickname one time, and a few people that were there remember it, and it's kind of stuck around.
He told me all about it when I interviewed him for the podcast. So ever since then, whenever I think of you, I think of Handsome Dave Risley. It's plain simple. But anyway. We're not here to talk about your manly, attractive looks. We are here to talk about virtual assistants and Virtual Starfinder a little bit more appropriately. I'm curious to know, first and foremost, why did you end up signing up with the Virtual Starfinder service to begin with?
Mainly as a time saver. I had looked into other ways of finding a VA beforehand, and I had gone to Odesk and stuff and found that wasted me a lot of time because I'd hire somebody for something and I had to go through like 50, applications to do it.
Yeah.
They're all bloviating and trying to make it look good when they may not actually know what they're doing, and I've got to weed through that. So I wasted 3 or 4 hours per thing. And then I looked into some other ways of doing it, and it just seemed like no matter what, it was completely up to me to evaluate every single candidate. So I went to you guys mainly because you guys could save me a lot of time. You're there in the Philippines, you've got the connections, and you just presented me with a list of qualified people, so it just saved me a lot of legwork.
Yeah, and I think, the time saver is a big contributing factor for a lot of people that do sign up for the service because entrepreneurs are busy people, and if there's anything we can do to save a little bit of time, then it's always well worth it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, the type of VA that you hired, what exactly is she doing for you on a day-to-day basis right now?
Well, it's a work in progress. What she's doing right now, she's just did some transcription for me, and she did a pretty good job considering that this is not her first language. So she did pretty well on that. It was about an hour-long video she transcribed too. She's compiling stats for me so that I can keep track of what's popular on the sites, and I can react to it. Just saves me the time of having to go into analytics and look into that stuff manually. She's setting a blog post for me. Pretty soon I intend to get her into my email list service, to get her to help me set up emails, the ones that don't need to be in my own voice.
Right.
So, yeah.
What you've mentioned just there are, 3 or 4 really, really time-consuming tasks. But there are also 3 or 4 extremely important tasks for online marketers such as yourself. And for those of you out there that haven't come across David before, he's been blogging years and years and years here as a full-time pro blogger, 6 figures plus every year, and he makes his living online. So having that kind of virtual support, I'm assuming, Dave, is obviously freeing up not only a lot of time, but it's also alleviating a certain amount of pain for you as well on a daily basis.
It is, and I look forward to, with anybody who comes in, it's not like they're going to come in and know every single thing I need them to do, so it's a training process. And I know that over time, as I get her grooved into more and more of what I need to be done, it's just going to relieve more and more of my time.
Just to end this very quick conversation, what has been the overall experience of utilizing the Virtual Starfinder, service?
It was quite pleasant. I was dealing with Stephanie, and she was great to work with, and I told her exactly what I wanted, and I had to make a few little adjustments there, but ended up getting somebody who was going to work out, and I enjoyed dealing with Stephanie, so it made the process pretty easy to do.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time for this very quick chat, and also thank you very much for putting the trust in the service. We appreciate it.
You bet.
All right, and everybody else, if you want to find out a little bit more about Dave and what he does online and how he makes all that money, you can pop over to his very popular blog at davidrisley.com. That's RISLEY.com. Dave, take good care, buddy.
You too.